In restaurant talk, back of the house is the kitchen area where the chefs use their skills and talents to bring their creations to the waiting diners. Each week, we visit a restaurant and go to the back of the house to meet some of the talented people that are a part of our Lake County community. Our host is Valerie Hart, who for 35 years has been a food writer, restaurant critic, culinary teacher, and cookbook author. Let's join her now as we enter the wonderful world of creativity in the kitchens of Lake County to explore the back of the house.
At one point driving here, I wasn't quite sure where I was and if I would ever get here. And then all of a sudden I realized I'm on the doorstep to Disney. I mean, how easy. But this is technically Lake County, and it is Kagan's Crossing by almost at Four Corners. And we're South Claremont. Okay?
Yes.
To me, Claremont disappeared a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I better introduce you. This is Auntie Dawn. And this is Uncle Don. No, you're
Uncle
Jim.
Uncle Jim.
And you're husband and wife, and you have been married 17 years, and you came from Massachusetts, and you have opened up the most delightful bakery.
Thank you.
But it's more than a bakery, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Okay? Dawn, what are you going to make today?
Today
Jim,
I'm
what are
gonna
you
make-
going to make today?
I'm going to make a vanilla almond cake, which is the cake that my company started with.
And your company, was it always called Auntie Dawn?
Yes.
Where did you get the name Auntie Dawn?
My nephew.
Okay. Oh, that's cute. Okay. And you're going to do the almond cake. You have some very expensive products there. You're using the double-acting baking powder, which is expensive. And tell me about this. I don't know what this vanilla is.
A friend of mine from the farmer's market, he makes it, Mike Mannix, and it is unbelievable. Very good. One of my secret weapons to my cakes.
And you're using the silk almond instead of a milk or a cream for lactose intolerant people?
That and to lower the sugar more. Anything to give more flavor to lower the sugar.
Oh, that's interesting. Expensive. Okay, and what do we have here? Oh, that's the almond.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about it. What are you going to do?
Okay, well, I'm going to come right over here.
And we'll back up,
Jim,
won't
can
we,
you
Jim?
put the...
Yes. I'm going to have to go behind you.
That's a lethal weapon.
Yeah, it does the trick. That's that. And get this. We're all plugged in. I like to keep this cord out of the mess.
So you're doing
Okay.
first,
The pure almond milk,
okay?
and then the sugar. It's about a quarter of a cup. Now, the original recipe for this cake called for 1 1/4 cup per cake, and I brought it down to a quarter.
Okay.
And because of using the different ingredients to give more flavor.
So you're not starting out with butter and sugar and creaming
No,
a
butter
butter
is
and
actually
sugar.
the last ingredient.
Different technique. Go ahead.
Okay, and now the egg.
1 egg.
1 egg. It's a very actual simple recipe. And now we mix. Make sure it's
Make
on
sure it's
one.
on first speed and bring
Put
this
it up.
This will make 1 cake, actually.
Yes.
Okay.
And usually I do
3
a
or
group of
4,
20
I'm sure.
actually
Oh,
in here, so I'm not
certainly.
sure how that's.
May I smell that?
Yes.
Oh,
Beautiful, isn't it?
oh yes.
There you go.
Okay.
Watch out for the wheel. I don't want you to.
She shouldn't be nervous. Everything here is so wonderful.
I'm not good on camera.
It's always the people who say they're not good on camera who come off
They
the best.
come off the best,
That's
right?
right. When they say, "Oh, I do television," I oh help.
Right, they're professionals.
Right. And this is
The flour.
okay. Measure.
And can you turn that off, Jim?
This is where most of the mess occurs
Yes.
Okay, I'll back
in the
up.
adding of that. go.
Okay. Is that 1 cup of flour?
1 cup. And then the butter.
And notice she is measuring her dry ingredients in a different type of container and not a glass container because it's more accurate measurements.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
All right, now this one, but you might want to stand back just in case. Well, actually, we don't have a lot in here, so we're
Should
good.
be good on that one.
This is a good cooking lesson.
Well, she won't let me do it yet.
No.
I'm only responsible for the cleaning of the mess and of all the equipment.
Yeah, but you're a contractor, a general contractor?
Former, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
but,
used to that. That's where I got
But
started.
you
doing all
also
the
have
cleaning.
your Serve Safe
Qualifications,
managerial.
yeah.
So we can't do without you.
No, I know.
He's the one who says it has
I
to
get
be
all the
sing-
fun work,
Sure.
right?
Okay. Spatula.
Spatula.
Because we're just doing the one cake, it's
Is
not
it-
quite getting it.
You know, actually, if you do this at home, you can do it with a hand mixer.
That's
or
what
even
I
or
like
even
to
a
do.
whisk, because you're not creaming anything. Looks to
The
be a
hand
Hand unit
mixer-
usually works well for
Yeah.
one batch.
yeah. It looks
for
to be
one
a very
cake.
easy recipe.
It is. It is.
And it smells wonderful with that almond vanilla.
And he's my pourer, because I
Okay.
can't lift this.
All right. Anything more in it?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
I'm just going to do the other speed on this real quick.
All right, we'll let you pick that up.
Okay.
Dawn, what did you do before you went into the bakery business?
I was a mortgage broker for almost 20 years.
Okay. And your parents are a very interesting story.
Yes, entertainers. I traveled all over the world with them my whole life.
What was the name of their band?
Solid State. Solid State and the Hale Sisters. It was
And-
my mom, my dad, my 2 aunts, and my 2 uncles.
And you didn't think about going into the musical industry?
No, I like more behind the scenes.
All right, well, you know, the one talent leads to another. It's all creative. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
All right, we have the pan.
Yes.
And again, typically there's a lot more batter to pour out, so it comes out of here. I'm gonna need that green
Here,
bowl.
I'll hold it.
Oh, that'll get all over you.
Okay.
Pass me the butter dish, and we'll just set it in there.
Okay.
And that can stay there. Yeah, it's often much heavier.
You know, I didn't ask you how much butter was in there.
1 stick.
1 stick, and you've
Yes.
melted it.
Mm-hmm.
And how much baking powder? Was that a teaspoon?
A half.
Just a half.
It took her a while to get the recipe where it is now. As simple as it looks, I ate quite a few cakes that left a little to be desired, but she's got it.
And that goes into the oven for how long?
350 for about 40 minutes.
Okay. While that, if you want to put that in the oven,
Okay.
we're going to talk about some of your real food that you make and that also you make for shut-ins and you make for people who cannot make their own dinner, you deliver. We're going to, while you're making your, what are you going to make now? Shepherd's pie?
Shepherd's pie is
Okay,
today's
this
meal.
goes in the oven and let's talk about what the bulk of your business is as well as
Okay.
baking.
All right.
And we have your specialty here. It's shepherd's pie.
Yep.
You're going to make this, or you're going to make it, Dawn? You're going to make it.
She's-
You're
I'm gonna
going to
put it
talk. We're going to
together.
talk to you.
We're going to talk a little bit about the meal program.
May I talk about something else?
Sure.
Anybody tell you look like John Denver?
Yeah, much too often.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. Now,
Uh-huh.
you've become very well known for your Meals on Wheels. But
Well, we
go
got to
on,
be
tell
careful.
me
Similar
about it.
programs
Tell
to
me.
Meals on Wheels, but our program's not just for 55 and older. It fits in with a lot of people, a lot of interns in college that don't have time to cook the meals, all the way from 19 up to 55 and over.
Okay.
The busy worker who doesn't have time, they maybe have one evening at night that they can actually sit down together and relax we provide a meal that they don't have to go home and cook. They
Do
can
you
pick it up.
deliver? Or
We deliver.
You do?
We're available for delivery, pickup, or dine-in, but we've got limited space for the dine-in.
Now, you deliver to what area? Do you deliver all the way down into the city of Claremont?
No, right now we just have several local parks up here.
Well, Kagan's Crossing and the Four
Crossing.
Corners is big enough.
Yeah, Kagan's Crossing here. We do Polo Park East and West, ORO Resorts, and we just started at the Ridge, which is south on 27, which has 3 communities.
So what do you make? You know, this is a shepherd's pie. What are your other specialties that you do?
Tomorrow's eggplant parmesan, which comes with a garden salad.
Uh-huh.
What I try to do is on Tuesdays, some kind of beef dish. Wednesdays, some kind of pasta with the garden salad. And on Thursdays, some kind of chicken. And then on Fridays, a fish. And then on Saturdays, we do sandwich Saturdays.
And do they sign up for a week at a time?
Yeah, they could do one day, they could do a week, they could do a month, but they have to order by Sunday for the next week.
I see.
That's the key to keeping the price low, because it's $6.95 including tax and delivery.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
And it includes bread and dessert.
All right, now this shepherd's pie is just, I love the way you've done your mashed potatoes. They look creamy and wonderful.
Yeah,
Okay.
my mom taught me how to do this.
Oh, yes. So we have in the shepherd's pie the mashed potatoes and ground beef
And corn.
and corn.
And then
It's
the
a
corn.
very simple but very delicious meal.
And then you do a gravy on top of that? Okay, let's go.
All right.
Did you teach yourself how to cook?
Yeah, my grandmother was a cook, and my uncle was a cook, and traveling with my parents' band, we were always in top resorts, and I always found myself in the kitchen watching, and I don't have any formal training or anything.
Well, you know, most of your great chefs, until the last 15 years, did not go to culinary school. They were taught either in a restaurant or by their parents or
Right.
whatever. It just came. It was
Just
in the
passed
hands.
down, yeah.
You know what? It's still in the hands.
It is.
It is. It's
It
in the
is.
soul.
Yeah, a lot of her measuring and different things, you know, people will ask me, well, how much of this does she put in?
Yeah.
And the truth is, sometimes it's just a pinch of this or a handful of that, and she's just tasting it with her pinky and saying, okay, it's right.
That's why our grandmothers died with the recipes.
That's right,
That's
right.
right.
She's been
Most of these
fortunate to
recipes-
get a lot from her grandmother.
Yes,
Yeah,
sure,
from my
sure.
grandmother.
All right, so now you make meals for shut-ins, but you also did a huge Thanksgiving thing. Was that for shut-ins only, or did you?
Well, them and a lot of our close friends that we've made here. There's a lot of people that their children are up north or so they're alone.
Okay.
So we didn't want to leave them out with the program, so we opened for Thanksgiving and we did all those deliveries. And then all our friends, I hate to call them customers, some of them are alone as well.
Guests.
So we have them over, and then everybody brought a dish, we
Oh, that's
prepared
nice.
things, and we had our own little Thanksgiving here.
And you have an awfully cute restaurant out here.
Well, thank you
I
very
mean,
much.
it's just darling.
It's the
The
people
whole
that make
area
it.
looks like something Disney drew.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's for real.
Yeah, no, it's a great environment. The owners are fantastic, and they've really got a great community here. And I think people will see a lot more of it as they keep adding to the farmers markets. The shops are filling up. So,
Now, did you do this in Massachusetts as well?
no,
No.
this is. I've just recently, in the last year, have been in the kitchen with her. She's been in the kitchen pretty much all her life.
All her life,
All her
yes.
life. This is all new to me, but I'm enjoying it. I really am.
Do you serve beer or wine with your meals?
No, we do not.
No.
We do not.
But with your baked goods, what are primarily, we did the cake, which is in the oven, but what are your other baked goods that you do? What type of a selection do you have?
Well, from time to time, she'll make some flake pastries. A lot of those things are on request. We really won't deny anyone. If there's something you're looking for, we'll make it for you.
Do you make
We'll
pies?
try. Oh, yeah.
I'll
Yep.
bet you do.
I do a pretty good coconut cream pie and pumpkin and apple cobbler I love to make.
Oh, yeah.
Love to
And
make.
everybody loves it.
But the banana breads and the pumpkin breads and the chocolate chip banana breads.
Chocolate
that's
chip.
good.
are very big.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And we use local honey in replacing most of the sugar.
We did one of the local honey people not too long ago.
Okay.
And he was telling us how if you have allergies, you should take a tablespoon of the local honey because they're gathering it from the pollen
Right.
during that season, and it's antitoxin toxin sort of a thing. It acts like a shot, like a flu shot.
Right, right.
So-
it's the old remedies, you know,
yeah,
a spoonful
yeah.
of sugar. I mean, spoonful of sugar, honey. But one of the misconceptions with us, we use the honey also for a natural preservative as opposed to potassium sorbate. Now, in the bake process, you bake quite a few of the enzymes out of the honey that people use it for
Yes.
stuffed nose and things.
Yes.
But nonetheless, it's great as a natural preservative, and depending on what pastry or what cake you're baking, the temperature, you will have some of the enzymes that still remain. The
So
properties.
you're actually very health food conscious.
That's kind of the thing we're trying to do here. Everything in moderation.
And
is
you're
fine.
growing your own vegetables on occasion. You're
On
growing
occasion,
tomatoes.
we'll grow them, season permitting, in time. But the herbs we do. So we try to be a little more health conscious. Just as we say up front, though, you know, if somebody wants something with the full sugar flavor, we'll
Yes.
do it.
Okay.
But for the most part, we try to keep it healthy.
Okay, I
As
love
healthy
it.
as possible.
I love basil.
Yeah.
It's ambrosia.
Mm.
Did you put the basil in your eggplant parmesan?
Oh, yeah.
Lots of
With the
basil.
sauce. Mm-hmm. It's my
We
grandma-
actually
All right.
serve eggplant for breakfast sometimes here. We've got people that request
I
that.
could do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Okay, you know what? While she's finishing this, is your cake done? I can smell it's done.
Yes.
Okay, want to
Yep.
go get it? Bring it
Absolutely.
over.
Sounds good.
May as well do two things at the same time here. Because I'm sure you're doing 10 things at the same time always.
Always.
Now, what is that?
Paprika?
Ah, little color.
Yeah.
Good show. Cake done?
Cake's done.
Okay, bring her over.
Let me do it this. It's a little warm. What I'm going to do.
I love your pans.
Yeah, there's a special pan for the cake.
Oh,
The
now you
release-
slice that thing in half.
I
Right
sliced it in
the,
half before I pulled it out because
uh-huh.
sometimes they're hot and it will see how that crack
Sure,
created.
sure.
Because they're so long.
Okay, we
So-
should have really waited for it to cool a little
Yeah.
to be fair to it. You know what? He's going to be doing. I saw cupcakes over
Yes,
there.
and I'll go
Do
get
you
that.
want to run and get the?
I
Well, put
sure
that in the
will. I'm
oven
gonna put
and
this
then.
in the oven?
Sure.
Okay.
That bakes for how long? Jim, how long does the?
Cooked. So it
Right.
takes about a half hour just to warm up.
About a half hour to
half
warm
hour to
up.
reheat
And then
everything.
you've already made the gravy for that?
And then the gravy, everything's prepared. We get in quite early and get all the prep work done. That way
Sure.
we can get them right in, get them cooked, and get them out to the people while they're still warm.
Okay, I want to ask you what's in your gravy also. Jim, can you tell me? Because she's...
I couldn't tell you what's in a lot of the things she does there. Her recipes, and as I said, the way she does things so fast and tweaks a recipe, it's hard to follow. I've got enough to do with cleaning up after her.
I love it. Okay, she's going to get our cupcakes.
Okay. And we'll just move this aside if that's good.
Do you have a little spoon? I want to taste her mashed potatoes.
Sure, Don could grab you a spoon.
Well, no,
over
never
there.
mind. Okay, go ahead. I'll get it later. Oh, wow. Okay.
Cupcakes.
Frosting.
It's a buttercream frosting. What we do here as well is, you'll see there's a frosting inside the cupcake.
Oh,
That's a buttercream. And the reason for that is we also wrap these individually.
so
And
you slice off the top after they're cooked and you spread a little
we spread a
buttercream.
little buttercream. That way when we wrap them, when you pull the wrapper off, you're not losing half the buttercream.
Remember the Seinfeld episode where they got the cupcakes and they only ate the tops,
They
the
only ate
muffin
the
tops?
Yes.
Okay.
But some we'll do like this as well for
Okay.
display and
That's
sometimes.
very clever.
Yeah. And then, you know, it's
It's an old-fashioned buttercream frosting.
Yep, yep. She makes her frostings from scratch. Again, I don't know those recipes, but she's got them. And it's pretty simple.
So when did you learn how to decorate pastry?
Yesterday. No. No, actually, I watch, as crazy as it may seem, I watch a lot of the cooking channels now.
Okay.
And they've always got quick hints on how to frost something or little simple decorating techniques that you can pick up just watching some of the cooking shows.
Okay.
And again, as a contractor, I'm used to trowels and different tools, so sometimes I just
Rachel Ray move over.
Yeah, I just get into that mindset and off I go.
Okay.
But that's how we do it.
Okay, now what's in our cupcakes here?
This is a buttercream. Cupcake, butter pecan.
Butter pecan.
Again, she makes these from scratch. They're made with local honey as well.
Okay. Any sugar at all, or do you go half
Yeah,
and
about
half?
1/3 the sugar that the conventional recipe would have.
May I?
Yeah, absolutely.
I already did it.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And again, the honey keeps that moisture content that you're
Oh, yeah.
experiencing. Yeah.
Oh, this is not a commercial cupcake. This is totally different.
Yeah, they're very good. People are pleased.
It's
then-
worth coming to Kagan Crossings for it.
Certainly is.
All right, on my way home from Disney, I'll just stop here and
Just
pick up.
stop here and pick up.
Okay. Oh, that is
And
really
our red
good.
velvet cupcakes, we actually make with beet juice instead of food coloring.
The original way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, tell me,
And get your
you
nice-
sell this by halves or by whole?
We'll do it both ways, but for the most part, we sell them in the halves.
Okay. Do you want to slice that so we can see
Yeah,
what the
she went to
inside
grab
looks
me
like?
a knife.
Yes.
Actually, there you
This
go.
is truly good.
Try a piece of the almond cake.
All right. Well, a bite anyway.
Okay.
What you'll find, the same texture. Again, it's really the honey. It's the honey. And the RPMs of the mixer. We've
Now, do you sell these to the farmers market as well?
yes.
You do.
We have several people that still go to the markets that we started out going to.
You used to sell there yourself.
Yeah, that's how she got started, was with this almond
Okay.
cake. And when we left, there was still a demand for the cakes.
Sure.
So a lot of the people were asking, how can I get them outside of coming up to the bakery? And we've got some other people back at the market. So
And
they
you
say,
don't bother frosting this, you don't need to.
You really don't need to, but there's so much you can do with it, whether it's ice cream or a strawberry topping or,
I put fruit on top of it.
Yeah.
Fresh blueberries,
Yes.
strawberries.
Let me get you one.
We do this with strawberries and blueberries.
Oh, yes.
And it's another thing we do at the bakery. If there's a request for an almond cake with something different
Oh,
than we
it's
do,
just wonderful.
you can always add it.
It's wonderful. This has been fun. What is she getting?
She is getting, I think, a strawberry almond cake.
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
again, when you had mentioned the blueberries, we do it with strawberries as well, which is a big seller.
and what else do you make?
Pumpkin, zucchini.
This is the strawberry almond with strawberries and homemade whipped cream.
That is fabulous.
Yeah.
That is just wonderful.
They're very versatile, all the different things you can do with
You
these.
really ought to call Blake. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. My strawberry gal, Oak Haven.
Okay.
When that's the You Pick Strawberries.
I
and
think she's actually been in on several occasions.
she's on Wolf Branch Road, and when she does her strawberries, this would be a perfect match.
Okay.
Under.
Strawberry season's coming up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be in about a month. Yes, yes. It's wonderful meeting you.
You too.
I want to wish you a lot of luck. You've
you very
already done it.
much.
It shows when you know what you're doing, you do it well. And you're just a beautiful couple.
Oh, thank you.
Lots of luck to you.
Thank you
And
very
I'll be
much.
out here,
All right, we look forward to seeing you.
and I'll bring my friends.
Very good. Even better.
Am I invited for a
You're
holiday
definitely
dinner?
invited. Absolutely.
May I be one of
We'll be
your
here
friends for a
Christmas Day.
holiday dinner? Okay.
Yeah, you're a stranger but once here.
Ah, that's nice.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.